in front of you, and it is classic. It's what we've come to know today, just in general in the EU 2v2 meta, and then of course today with Mounir over on the Tesca here.
Yeah. Although the surprise could be Mounir's legend pick every single game, win or lose. That's the part that's going to catch us and possibly Blaze and Acno off guard. We're starting off game one with Mounir taking a ton of damage. He is getting knocked around. Ooh, TAYA joining.
Dude, they get it so fast every time.
Well, and where's Mounir going? Almost hitting TAYA with the recovery there. Finally stabilizes, gets some damage onto Blaze, and decided to put Acno off the right side of the stage, switches right over to Blaze. Doesn't get the down tick though, but the damage continues, and now Blaze, the most damage on the screen, does not stop Mounir from landing that neutral signature, and everybody is starting to get a ton of damage on themselves right away.
Yeah, Mounir's boots were looking really good. He was charging up the signature, and Blaze just hit him with the falling side air.
That's the second time I've seen Acno do that side light and the miss down light, just down airs right afterwards. You got to gravity cancel once you walk off stage with that attack. Acno
nice pick.
Narrowly avoids TAYA's fully charged recovery and uses the dodge that he dodged the attack with to gravity cancel that recovery. Does go down though. TAYA secures the lead for the blue team. Yeah,
this is a fantastic lead for him right now. As long as Mounir can keep things under control. His boots have been looking great so far. That's what he's done most of his damage with so far in this game. That's going to be a ground pound to finish off TAYA's first stock. Mounir just going to float as high as he can, try to get away using that soft platform as a safe landing zone before he turns on to Acno.
Yeah, narrowly avoided the recovery. Gets hit by Acno there that time, but Blaze wasn't ready to follow up, and TAYA is right there to be able to interrupt. Down air from Acno will stop him from getting hit by that sidelight. Nair, but very even game one here. Acno ground pounds off stage, waiting for a weapon to spawn up, and Mounir punishes him.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, Mounir's boots are incredible. I don't know how much experience some of these EU players have against boots. Like, who's playing boots in EU? They're so ready. Queuing up basically the same finishing move that Blaze and Acno have been doing a lot by finishing it with the Lance recovery, charging that one up and hitting it after the setup move right into that. Okay, there's the spear recovery for the KO off the top.
Ooh.
Oh, just a little bit too quick, or maybe a little bit too slow.
I think he just did the wrong direction.
Okay.
Right, like if he pivoted the recovery there, it hits all angles there. But you're right. Like if it was super early, maybe he was going for an off the top. Either way, Acno ends up going down. And whatever the case is, what we can agree on is that Blaze missed that recovery. Yeah. And now TAYA is here with a second stock, up to Blaze's half of a stock here, as he's that damage going into game number one. Acno does hit the neutral light, doesn't get the end-stick on the landing, and the team combo into Mounir, interrupted by Blaze, gets that sidelight in there, but TAYA so damaged, but still on two stocks.
And I think something we've already seen from both of these teams, just in this set, but also throughout the day, is like, okay, there's the in-light for the KO, putting TAYA back on a final stock.
That's it for Mounir.
Another in-light coming out, that's a double KO
but
there.
TAYA steals the weapon away from the starve attempt from Acno. Nice. Blaze has to wait for another weapon spawn, and TAYA is going crazy on the Lance, gets that sider, Acno sent flying, and this is not a good weapon setup for Acno and Blaze. They need Blaze to get over on the axe for the super clear combo starters here. Acno getting off the bow, looking for the spear himself. There it is. Gets that downlight sider and a downer from Blaze. They're gonna have to do a few more of those. Sidelight, D-light, sider to Sarah.
Nice.
Perfect. Yeah, the setup of Lance bow, that's not their bread and butter for those 2v1s where like they can't get hit. The spear sets up so nicely for Blaze on either Lance or Axe to be able to jump. Like every time a spear downlight hits, you do a jump underneath your teammate so that you can stare them afterwards. The spear stare sends it at such a perfect angle to be able to get that follow-up, and we're going to see that here in just a little bit.
So one thing that we've already seen from both of these teams is their follow-ups are just like absolutely a cut above pretty much every other team that we've seen today. I mean, you can guess that given that they're the ones in the winners finals all the way this late in the bracket. But they really just do kind of look like the two best teams today.
And now, what do we got going on here? Mounir gets the ground pound on both of them. Okay, goes in for that side stick. That would have been a super early knockout.
TAYA was looking for the down air.
Is Mounir in trouble? Okay, he dodges back. I thought Blaze was going to land with the ground pound, but they switched focus over onto TAYA, and that ground pound onto TAYA won't take him out just yet.
Nice. So like me, a panicky Lance player would be like charging up my recovery there, and then I'd get interrupted. But that was a really smart weapon toss up. TAYA knew exactly what he had left on his in-air movement option so he could get back.
Ooh. Gets that recovery. TAYA now jumping around on stage, goes in for the neutral light, gets hit away by Acno. Acno looks for another neutral signature here. Mounir does go down. It was a good follow off the Nair, and Blaze tries to get even more damage on the TAYA, but TAYA's been doing such a good job in these games, surviving very long. And it just barely didn't pay out in game number one because of how early Mounir went down, and that's what I'm looking for here in game two.
Okay.
Oh, the weapon throw off the downstick. That was almost a stock.
TAYA stuck over on the side. Mounir split off. Okay, they regroup. Mounir kind of playing around that soft platform on the right side. That down sig is going to get the KO off of the right side. TAYA's going to be spawning back in after surviving for like almost a minute 20 on that first stock. Meanwhile, Blaze is in danger of getting knocked out and put on final. There's the side from TAYA. A little bit too close to the middle of the stage to get the KO. No exhausted recovery attempt there.
Well, Blaze has been without a weapon for a while. I fear that Blaze is just going to come back to the stage and lose that stock the second he picked something up. At least he didn't waste the next weapon that was primed. Acno falls in the neutral light, gets hit by the down stick into the center.
Nice.
Acno's stock gone, and now it's 4 stocks to 2. Looking like Acno and Blaze are, well, it's weird, right? Because Mounir has shown that he can take 0 to orange damage in like 10 seconds. So we're going to have to see if that happens here in this game too. One thing focusing him down.
One thing that we've also seen in game 2 is like the follow-ups from these teams when they're really far apart from one another, which is a lot of timing difficulty.
Ooh.
Unfortunately, he's only able to grab one with that because of the grab property, but he still hits the other member as well. Gets the KO off of it, and it's Acno. Done. That's the double KO, and Mounir and TAYA are kind of shocking people here today. Certainly shocking me with how strong they are against Blaze and Acno.
Very strong game 2. Not a lot to criticize there, honestly. Their team combos were fantastic. Mounir stopped getting caught in the middle of it. A lot less friendly fire. Acno and Blaze couldn't get anything started. And the stocks, as you can see, like we're looking at our own graphs here during the replays, but there are very quick buildups of damage into the stocks flying very, very fast, whereas the opposite can be said for the blue team. Here we go into game number 3. Back to Fortress of Lions. We got everything staying the same.
Now, sort of the big outlier last game, which is like something that we don't say very often, was like Blaze was the weakest link of the red team.
It happens from time to time.
It happens, but
it is very,
him doing 284 damage only as Acno is sent into the blast zone 23 seconds into the game off of that side sig.
Yeah, and Blaze is typically the consistent staple of any team that he's on.
Yeah.
So that's actually really worth calling out. Because so far, Acno here is getting deleted. Blaze taking more damage here, putting out some down sigs I don't even think would knock out if they even hit. So I don't know what he's looking for. Down sig from Acno. We'll get the read. TAYA sent flying. There's the spike from Blaze.
Okay.
If Blaze can get this knockout here, this is pretty good. Gets the pogo from Acno. Okay. 5 stocks to 4.
Yeah, all of a sudden we're back to a... Oh, I didn't know if there was going to be any more off the top of that. I didn't know if Mounir was going to go back and try and re-engage, and then Acno would find something. Another D-Light into the side from Acno. He's been picking up so many people out of the air, which you can expect going against a Lance player. They like to play in the air, find those falling side airs. Great timing
Perfect
on that
punish,
to get through the blender that Acno sent out.
Yeah, I've spent quite a few years watching players mispunish that down signature, but Mounir had the perfect timing, space to correctly put out the down to get the right charge, gets the stare, sends Blaze flying. Acno could be next with this ground pound, but no, they instead go to starve the weapons. Gets the neutral and the Blaze, but TAYA accidentally dashes forward instead of sidelining in place, so some friendly fire coming through, but Blaze
This
might
is
get
scary.
deleted on his last
Yeah,
stock
that's
here.
the dodge.
And sticking the ground pound.
Oh, TAYA, I love that. That was so bold. And
Still got
Mounir's
it.
there to hit the ground pound. They get the stock off of Blaze, putting him on the final. And that's going to be the stock off of Acno right behind it. 3 stocks for Mounir on this second.
Very impressive, because they were behind for sure. They could get
This
it on
is
Acno
scary,
again. He
dude.
dodged back. Got hit by the recovery, doesn't get the pogos right afterwards. That's the shutdown onto Mounir.
They can't even like punish any of those moves that TAYA's whiffing. They're just not in position. They're both scared.
Sidelight air on a Mounir though comes through. If they're able to side air TAYA at this moment, no, Mounir's not got enough damage. I think Bo's on deck for Acno as well. Gets the ground pound to TAYA, but that's okay.
Yeah, TAYA expected with that side signature for Acno to stay low, either like a dodge down or just a fast fall right into it, but no, Acno stayed high.
Weapon throw, pick up into get hit by Sair. Not great. TAYA going for the edge guard. Gravity cancel. I'm like, TAYA destroyed Acno.
Yeah,
that was
fantastic
crazy.
edge guard.
Yeah, Acno went for like a weapon throw forward, and then TAYA was like, I see you. You're going to try to grab that weapon again. Catches Acno in the jump back with the side air. Weapon throw catches him in the jump, and then the gravity cancel end like covers the dodge. It was a fantastic stock, and then they just got the edge guard into Blaze. They're up 2-1 now. Individually, they're outplaying Acno and Blaze quite a bit, and as a team, they're not getting outplayed.
Yep.
So stack those elements against each other, and you just got a team that's going to win if Acno and Blaze don't make an adjustment. And the adjustment seems to be Acno switching to Bryn.
Now, our our thoughts are a little bit higher on a team like Blaze and Acno, so in order to surprise us, you have to do like some pretty stellar follow-ups. One thing that they haven't been able to do is those stellar follow-ups. That was something that they were just doing so well earlier throughout the day, and it's kind of shut down. Maybe they get one hit or two, but they are not finding the combos that they had before, and the blue team is.
Meanwhile, yeah, TAYA and Mounir have been doing it. I know that the Lance ground pound didn't give like the flashy finish, but it still resulted in the stock afterwards because Mounir was able to cover the wall with the ground pound in the case that it didn't. And that's how well they've been playing. Here, we see Blaze and Acno drop the setup off Accent Light with the side sig, which we've seen a few times this set, right? Like the Axe recovery not following up right after a team combo had gotten started, which is all but guaranteed unless, of course, you misinput. So the tournament pressure is always there. But like you said, we're a little more critical of teams like Blaze and Acno who do it all the time. Now, with this adjustment from Acno switching to the double axe, they've got a lead for the first time since game 1. Yeah,
Acno's survivability is up. He's only halfway through this stock. Big ground pound from Blaze. Doesn't really set up for anything, though. He goes back onto the stage to regroup with Acno.
Acno putting up down air after down air. Team combo into the recovery. There goes Acno. Evens it up 4-4.
Man, I'm really impressed with TAYA today. Like, TAYA coming in PR4 to this, but, like, we don't really talk about TAYA like we do Mounir and Acno and Blaze and Godly and players of that caliber. So it's really fun and exciting to see TAYA doing so well today, really blending in with the legends of EU.
Yeah, I know Mounir just went down as a result of that, but Acno went from white to orange from that team combo until Blaze was able to stop it. And that could be them evening up the game pretty soon here. TAYA burning both the red team members with that air. Side air, wake up from onto Blaze. He's sweating back down to the stage, and it looks like TAYA was trying to cover Acno's landing, but that ground pound will disarm him. And now, no team combo coming out from the red team, but that recovery will take TAYA down to 1 stock, and Mounir's out of there. 4 stocks to 1 now off this swap to the double axe.
Blue team definitely falling behind this game. You see 4 stocks to 1. The double axe is coming out. Do they have something prepped for the double axe to avoid any potential DI? Almost got that falling sider after the GC D-Light from Blaze.
And now we're back over to classics. Acno loves setting up the spear. Side light, D-Light, side air will definitely do it. Down sig, nice pivot off of the stair. Some friendly fire there, but that's okay. They've got literally a whole stock and a half to play with. All right, and they are playing. That they are. There he goes. No knockout credit going over the red team at the very least.
That was all a game of coverage. Using the D-Sig to cover as much as you possibly can. Slide charging it so you didn't use any of your in-air movement opportunities to get down in that area around the corner so that Acno could get back if something crazy happened, if he got the team KO on his teammate. So yeah, I really like that. Even though it's like kind of silly and he got the KO off of it. I mean, look, he just did it there and got the KO off of it, but it wasn't on his team before in the set.
I am worried Mounir is going to play something like Thor. You know, like I'm worried he's looking at that and he's like head in his hands going, what legend's going to win me the set? This is a pretty big win here. Winner of this.
Just play Taros.
Taros is actually the more realistic option, right? Although I think Thor's technically better right now. I like Thor a lot. I haven't seen it at all. I think Orb's really, really strong. I think Orb and Blasters are like really high up there right now.
I heard some of the things you were saying about Reno as a legend and as a potential pick.
Oh, come on, Reno
is not feeling it, brother.
It's like signature problems with Reno. Although he does get D-Light and Sig true at certain damage, so that's funny.
At certain damage. That's like a massive.
And then like Sidelight and Sig is like a 1-frame. It's such a great jumper.
Sidelight and Sig is not a 1-frame.
Is it not 1-frame?
No, I tested it.
Okay, what is it?
I got dodge window minimum 5.
Minimum 5? Oh, is that bad?
Yeah.
I thought it was a lot better now. I don't know what
it could be my bad execution, but I don't think I would consistently be off by 4
It's not a 1-frame. But I remember even before it used to be really good on certain dodges, even when it wasn't as good of a combo starter. Anyways, it's neither here nor there.
It's the Taros.
It is the Taros.
We're getting the Taros here. Normally I would be more okay with the Thor, but only if he talked to PJ. Because PJ locks in Thor when we play together in 2s. And
I do like
one of the best
Thor
Thors I've ever seen.
But Axe, I think, is pretty strong. And Orb, we just don't see that much in doubles. It is what it is. Also, this is just more of a comfort pick for Mounir.
I think there's no reason not to play the Taros here.
Oh, and the NSIG coming through. Mounir showing that he's got the cheese. Oh, can he get another one here? I would have loved NSIG in that position. Gets the down sig instead, sends Acno flying. Meanwhile, red team trying to stabilize here. There goes Acno. Blaze does get the revenge knockout. He could get 2. He's dribbling with those down airs. TAYA makes it back to stage. Can he get Mounir a weapon? I think Axe is on deck. We're going to find out. Goes in for the unarmed recovery, but Acno steals the weapon away from Mounir, and they might continue to starve. Yes, he does. Blaze picks up the lance. Acno could throw his axe away. They're looking for that secure onto Mounir.
There's the axe. He's able to get over to the left side because TAYA was over there to help him out. Oh, charging up the
Nice
Lance
charge.
recovery to get that KO all the way from the right side wall. That was a lot of damage that had to be added up onto TAYA.
And the bait from TAYA with the down heavy. I mean, I know we had like miscommunication last time we were on the blog about that, but that one I actually think it was, right? Grab and cancel down heavy, they go for the punish. Mounir's there to get the hammer nair right afterwards to get the knockout, and now it's even up 4-4. Acno super damaged, gets side aired straight out of there. Team combo, no! Misspaces the end light, thought he had more hit stun on him than he did, and Blaze will punish him for that with the side air. Could get a double knockout here if he's good about it. Weapon throw will stop Mounir from being able to follow up, and Blaze trying to get a dodge in with that down sig. Nice dodge from Mounir. can't land
He just keeps getting interrupted.
I mean, they're good follow-ups.
Oh no, and they got him. They got his stock off of that too. He just kept getting interrupted from like any form of momentum and flow with like the weapon tosses or a stray hit here and there, and then he went over onto the wall to try and find some safety and just got deleted.
Sider will send Blaze flying. Acno gets hit by one nair. He's got to be careful here. Mounir is hunting him down, trying to hit him with the grapple hammer. You get that recovery, you can bring it back down to your teammate and tag on a ton of damage. Blaze has got to play lead here in this situation, and he's getting destroyed.
Gosh, dude!
The stop recovery, the stop dare off of Blaze, or off of TAYA, setting him back up. Mounir now brings Blaze into that damage to where either Acno or Blaze is going. Acno can't keep waiting. Blaze is getting destroyed in the 1v2.
And that's where that comfort from Teros comes in. Like all of the times he's done stuff like that on Hammer in the past, he's able to pick it up in that moment without a second thought. Weapon toss goes just a little bit low, so it doesn't interrupt Acno. He's going to be hunting for a weapon here. Mounir's just over on the wall while TAYA's trying to do the best that he can. The ground pound interacts with the stage instead of going along the wall, hitting Acno.
And TAYA goes in for a super unsafe dare. Blaze and Acno not willing to go first. Mounir goes for the recovery, reposition, silent nair, not gonna take him out, and the side air does. Acno now in the 1v2. Mounir and TAYA one stock away from getting into grands.
Acno's gonna have to make up for all that time that he wasn't active. He has the weapon now. Wasn't able to get the neutral light in time. There's the in light there from
jump and
TAYA.
dodge. Okay, they don't go off stage for Acno. You gotta be insane. What was that weapon throw? What? Okay, weapon spot comes in. I am so. What is he thinking? He even hit him with the weapon throw and didn't go in to re-grab it. And then you're just sitting there. I'm Foda now. Remember when Foda used to complain about this all the time? This not stopped happening. You're in a 1v2 with the weapon. The hardest thing that can happen. I'm done. Congratulations, Mounir and TAYA.
That's a massive victory right there. That is huge over Blaze and Acno.
It's really big. Very well played.